Assalamu alaikum. Today's our topic is rounding. Rounding means whenever we have to we are talking about the topic rounding, that means our place value table should be very clear to us. When I am talking about place value table, that means I am talking about unit, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, 100,000 and millions. Similarly, always remember that there is going to be a decimal between units and tens. This is very much true, or this is a hard and fast rule that there is always a decimal between unit and tens. And on the other side of the decimal, once again, we are not going to repeat unit, but we are going to repeat, here we have tens, on the other side we are going to have tens. This is TENTHS, tens. Here we have 100, on the other side it is going to be hundreds. So this is representing on the other side of on the right hand side of the decimal, we are going to have terms containing THS, hundreds. Then after hundreds we are going to have thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s and millions. Like this we are going to have the terms. And these THS is always remember that they are expressing the fractions. Now if we have to round a number, for example, if I have a number 275 and I want to round this number to the nearest tens, right? If I want to round this number to the nearest tens, that means what I have to do is, this is the number at the unit place, this is the number at the tens place. So what I want to do is that I want to round the number at the tens place. So I am going to underline it, or you can circle it if you want to. And then you are going to see the very next number, which is 5 here. Always remember, if the number is 5 or more than 5, you are going to round the number up. That means 7 will change into 8. We are going to add 1 more to this 7. So my answer will be 2, and because of when we are adding 1 to this 7, this will change into 8. Now see, there should be a balance whenever you are rounding. There should be the balance between the given question and your answer. 275 cannot be equal to 28. So what we have to do is, here we have 3 digits. So at the place of unit, we have to put a 0 to round it. So 275 when rounded to the nearest tens is equal to 280. And if you see your number line also, so this will be 270, this is 280, and 275 is here in the center of it. What we do is, we always round the number towards our greater value. So when it will be rounded up, it will be whenever the number is in the center of two numbers, we are going to round it up. So it will be equal to 280. Now the next example is saying that if I have a bigger number, for example, if I have and I want to round it to the nearest tens. So what I am going to do is, I know that the tens number is the second number in my place value table. This is unit, this is tens, this is 100, this is 1000, this is 10,000, this is 100,000, and this is million. I want to round the number to the nearest 10, so I am going to underline this 2 and leave the rest of the number. Just see the number which is very next to it. This is 5. Because of this 5, this 2, I am going to add 1 to this 2, and my number will, these all digits I am going to copy as it is, 34099, and because of this 2 will change into 3, and since I have to complete the number till units, so I am going to place a 0 here. If I want to round this number to the nearest hundreds, so what I am going to do is, when I have to round this number to the nearest hundreds, I am going to see this number 9 is at the hundredth place. I am not going to see 25, but I am going to see the number next to it, which is 2. And 2 is, as you know, it is less than 5. So when a number is less than 5, it is not going to make any change in the given value, and this 9 is going to come as it is, and my answer will be 3409. 9 will remain as it is, and since I have to complete the number till units, so how many digits are there after 9? There are 2 digits, so I am going to put 2 zeros. If I want to round this number to the nearest 1000, so what I am going to do is, I am going to see the number at the 1000 place is 9. And in your counting, the number at the 1000 place is 9, and the number which is very next to it is 9. Because of this 9 is going to change into 10. As you know, in counting, the numbers after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the number 10 comes. So because of this 9, this will change into 10. But what we do is, we don't write 2 digits at a place. We are not going to write that 3, 4, 0, 10 and 3, 0 more. Right? We are not going to write this 2 digit at 1000 place. What we have to do is, we are going to write the number which is at the right place, and this one is going to, we are going to give this to this 0, and when we are going to give this 1 to this 0, so this will change into 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. So my answer will be 3410, and in these 3 digits I have placed 0. Right? Whenever you have a number which is 5 or more than 5, you are going to add one more to it, and if you get 2 digits just the way I have got it here, 10, I am not going to write 2 digits, but I am going to carry 1 to the other number which is next to it, and 0 plus 1 is 1. So now let's take another example which contains decimal, and how to round a number which contains a decimal. For example, if I have a number and I want to round this number to the nearest tens, right? I want to round this number to the nearest tens. So what I am going to always remember, the number which is coming before the decimal is always a whole number. So this 96 is a whole number, and I have told you that it is a hard and fast rule that there is always a decimal between units and tens. So this is units and this is tens, and I want to round my number to the nearest tens. When I want to round this number to the nearest tens, that means this is the number which I want to, this is the number under consideration, and the number next to it is 8. Just because of this 8, we are going to change, this is more than 5, so we are going to change this 4 into 5. This whole number is going to come as it is, and this is going to be 5. Right? So we, for the whole numbers, just the way we have placed zeros in the previous example, we are not going to put zeros here, because the number after decimals are fractional, and that means they are very small. So if we are not going to put the zeros, it is not going to make our question wrong. Now if I say tens is also written as, if in your question it is asked that round to the number to, instead of tens, if it is given in the question that you have to round your number to 1 by 10. 1 by 10 means, if you have seen my previous lectures, you must have known that when I had to convert it into decimal, 1 number, and at the top of 1 I will place a decimal, so it is equal to 0.1. 0.1 means unit, and this is tens. So I have to round the number to the nearest tens. Both these examples or both these are same. If in the question it is written 1 by 10, that means you have to round the number to the nearest tens. Or if it is written that round the number to 0.1, that also means that you have to round the number to the nearest tens. Now, if I want to round this number to the nearest whole number, so what I am going to do is my whole number will be this number, right? So what is the number after this? As you can see, after the decimal it is 4. 4 is less than 5. So this 6 is not going to change, and my nearest whole number will be 96, right? In the similar way, if they say that round the number to the nearest 1 by 100, that means they want you to round the number to the nearest hundreds. And when I say hundreds, that means tens, and then it is going to be hundreds. They want me to round this number, and you are going to always remember you have to see the next number 2. Here in this question it is 2, which is less than 5, so this will remain as it is, and my answer will be 96.48. Hope that this topic of rounding is clear to you. Your only main important thing is that you should know the place value table, and you should know, when you know the place value table, you know that which number you have to round. And the rule is simple, that whenever the number is 5 or more than 5, add 1 to the previous number and you are going to get the answer. Thank you.